So we can continue or import, start a new game with this character. Don't do that unless you're a masochist, because you start at level 30, in our case, with no tech upgrades. You got your weapons, but no tech upgrades, which means you'll charge a guy, fire into his face and do a fifth of health bar damage, or fifth of his shield damage. Yeah, it's for the hardcore player, I would say. It sucks the fun out of the game for me. Anyway, let's continue, because I'm not going to end the set just yet. Well, talk to everyone, get their opinions on things, because I'm sure that doing that has won us some conversation.
Commander, you came for us. I knew you would. Thank you. 1,000 times, thank you.
How are you doing, Kelly?
I'm holding up. Just can't get the memories out of my head. Trapped. Suffocating. It's oozing into every pore. Faint sobs echoing the confined space. But I can't dwell on it. I'm okay now. I'm alive.
Okay,
Back to the old Kelly.
you've been talking too much to Thane, I think.
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Okay, let's read the messages. Encrypted transmission. Aha. This is from beforehand. Received word from the attack. Direct insult. Sign that we got them scared. Miranda's likely argued for delaying rescue efforts. Okay, kind of irrelevant now that we've alienated him pretty much completely. I'm sure Joker would have a thing or two to say.
A new one.
Yeah, Commander really pulled through.
Yay. Okay, Joker.
Hey, Shepard, glad that Collector Reaper crap is over. It is over, right? It's never over.
I assume everything's going well up here?
You know, this is really nice. Edie took up the slack in every department. I could get used to this kind of help.
It is not my intention to assume all of your responsibilities, Jeff.
No, I'm good. Just keep me updated. Quietly.
What am I looking at here? A 90-10 split? And that's being generous.
Commander, don't be unfair. She does way more than that.
Joker.
I have the capacity to accommodate the slacking of any number of productively suspect humans, Shepard. That was a joke.
She tries very hard.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
And we stay here. You actually get dialogue from Joker. You can do this at any point. There's a few random things once he's comfortable.
Primary systems clear.
Anything more?
We need a deflector dish so I can realign that mother.
Retract? No. Probably one more thing to say.
Aerogel displays in optical solid state. It is all so primitive. Man, I can't wait for the future.
Yeah, there's a whole load of clips, which we probably won't hear because I haven't been standing around like a mug waiting for them to play.
Didn't expect you to light up that base, Shepard. Hell of a way to tell the boss you're quitting. I wish I could have seen his face. It's not over, though. Bad guys on the horizon. And now Cerberus wants your tail. Never boring, huh? I don't know what kind of time we have, but we better dust off and stay ready. You sure as hell know how to make enemies.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Yeah, he's done with talking. He's exhausted conversations for us.
Collectors destroyed, base in ruins. Extremely impressive. Elusive man will be displeased. Fortunately, not human myself. Not my problem.
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
Crew's quarters. Okay, and these two back.
I never want to go through anything like that again, but we did it.
I can't wait to get back to Earth and see my family.
That's nice.
I wanted to tell you, I believe you did the right thing by destroying that base. The elusive man thinks he has the wisdom to utilize it, but he does not.
How are you?
Perhaps we could speak later. I wish to meditate.
I should go.
Of course.
Okay, she's exhausted for convo. Check on Legion. You probably have something to say. They probably have something to say.
An interesting choice, Shepard Commander. Your species was offered everything Geth aspired to. True unity, understanding, transcendence. You rejected it. You even refused the possibility of using the old machine's gifts to achieve it on your species' own terms. You are more like us than we thought.
I'd like to find out more about you.
Topic.
When we took you aboard, I noticed you have a piece of N7 armor welded to you. Where'd you get it?
It was yours. When you disappeared, we were sent to find you. We began where you first encountered the heretics.
Eden Prime.
After the old machine's attack, it was heavily defended. We were discovered. This is the impact of a rifle shot.
You've been looking for me for 2 years?
We visited Therum, Pharos, Novaria, Vermeer, Ilos. A dozen unsettled worlds. The trail ended at Normandy's wreckage. You were not there. Organic transmissions claimed your death. We recovered this debris from your hard suit.
What's pretty interesting is originally Legion was intended to be added much earlier into the game, and there was a sequence where you play as them and you help Liara recover the body. It's just a kind of combat tutorial where you get to play as the Geth, who would obviously join your crew far earlier, just one of the first, because there's dialogue for them in every scene practically. Quite funny dialogue, and you can cheat to you can save edit to have them added and see that dialogue. But yeah, interesting to know.
The Geth are listening in on our transmissions?
Organic life reacts to stimuli in unpredictable ways. We wish to learn.
It sounds like you're running experiments on us.
You are sapient life, but not like us. If we can model organic behavior, we can comprehend the Quarian creators. We do not understand their judgments in the Morning War.
What's the Morning War?
The conflict between the Geth and the Quarian creators. The war fought at the dawn of our intelligence. It concluded with the departure of the Creator migrant fleet.
What do you mean by stimuli?
We placed a fabricated story on the extranet that a certain arrangement of stars, viewed from the Batarian homeworld, formed the face of a Solarian goddess. Without waiting for verification, some declared it proof of the goddess's existence. Those who noted the lack of proof were attacked. The arguments taught us much. The experiment ended when a Solarian cult tried to purchase colonization rights to the stars and found they did not exist.
Why were you trying to contact me?
You opposed the heretics, those that took the old machines as gods.
All kinds of organics fought Sovereign and his Geth allies. Why am I so interesting?
You were the most successful. You killed their god. You succeeded where others did not. Your code is superior.
That doesn't explain why you used my armor to fix yourself.
There was a hole.
But why didn't you fix it sooner, or with something else?
No data available.
Yeah, I think someone has feelings. We'll just leave right now. Quite adorable, really. Oh yeah, Dr. Chuck was.
I'm still a little shaken from my abduction by the collectors. It was a lot to endure. You and Jeff came so quickly. I've never had truer friends.
I can't believe you took down the collectors. I'm proud to serve under you, Commander. Hawthorne is still in the infirmary, though I think his pride is more broken than his bones. He tried so hard to help Joker.
Yeah, there's Hawthorne over there.
You really are a hero. No sooner had the collectors damned us than you were pulling our sorry asses right back out of hell. You're aces in my book, Shepard. Thank you.
First Saren, now the Collectors. Remind me never to get on your bad side, Shepard. I almost feel sorry for the Reapers.
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Don't knock him for always being in calibrations rather than talking to us. It's thanks to him that those guns worked so well in their first battle.
We had to do it, Shepard. Taking down the Collector base was the right decision. The Elusive Man might not agree, but we had no choice.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
She respects us now. She is no longer a threat, I think, to our authority. So we can only have good feelings for Miranda at this point.
You had to make a difficult choice, Shepard. For what it's worth, I believe you made the correct one.
I should go.
I shall return to my meditations.
See, what does Kasumi have to say?
I was just thinking about you. Edie has a wicked sense of humor. Or I should say, a really funny lack of one. Sometimes she seems like a person. But when it comes down to it, I can't get past her being a computer. This one security guy keeps staring at me. I think his name is Bert. I'm used to being watched by security, but they're usually staring at my eyes or watching my hands. I might have to start cloaking through the CIC from now on. I usually travel hidden away in cargo bays. It's nice to be able to look out a window for a change.
I've pretty much exhausted Kasumi's dialogue and gossip. There's always more stories from Zaid. Probably Jack swearing at us.
What's this area?
I don't want to talk to you.
Normandy's cargo deck.
That's all for now.
Logging.
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something. Get a knife stuck in the right way, and you can pull that plate right off a Krogan's head. It's the best way to get a Krogan to talk. The threat of it drives them mad.
Huh. Useful information.
Me and a buddy were hired to take out this one guard, Matthias, I think. Hell, I forget. Turns out it was a trap. We got jumped by a hit squad. 2 Batarians, a Krogan, and a Hanar. Damn jellyfish nearly choked me to death. Wore a neck brace for weeks to cover that up. Haven't underestimated a Hanar since.
Matthias, it sounds familiar. I think we might have killed a Blue Suns called Matthias. At some point.
I can't believe we destroyed the Collector base. They said it couldn't be done. Then again, that's said about a lot of things you do.
Have you got time to talk?
Sure. Let me just... Come on, you little boshtet! Oh, sorry. I've got a small fever and I'm taking it out on the poor drive core. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Got sloppy while doing some suit repair.
You're sick? Do you need help or time to rest?
Really, it's not that bad. If a stray bit of bacteria could really kill us, we'd have all died by now. The fever should go away in a day or 2. Don't worry, it won't affect my performance on the mission. It's not even an illness, really. What we experience is actually an acute allergic reaction.
How exactly does the sickness work? It's an allergic reaction?
Right. Say I get exposed to a human disease, like... What did Navigator Presley have that time? Chickenpox? I wouldn't get chickenpox, but I'd run a fever as my system reacted to the foreign presence. Depending on where it hits me, I could get other symptoms. Nausea, vomiting, everything you'd expect from being sick.
How exactly does the
Wait,
sickness...
sorry, wrong one.
Depending on where it hits...
How did you get sick this time?
I took some fire in a fight back on the Allerai. Nothing serious, but I needed to open my suit to check the wound. I disinfected properly, but one of the section seals had taken some damage, and foreign matter got out of the disinfected zone. It was a stupid mistake. You always check your seals before doing local treatment. Unless you forget. Then you get a damn fever.
Oh, she was working through the Collector base with a fever at the same time as all that. Wow.
You can seal off part of your suit?
Right. Like dropping emergency doors on a ship during a hull breach. It won't stop an infection that gets into my bloodstream, but it prevents a surface infection from spreading.
Were your immune systems stronger before the Geth drove you from your homeworld?
Not as strong as those of most races, definitely. I'm not a biologist, but there's a theory about it. Because our planet lacked insect life, plants developed symbiotic relationships with large animals to spread seeds or pollen. Most viruses on our world were partially beneficial, so our immune systems evolved to be weak. They were more likely to adapt to contamination than fight it.
But Quarians colonized other worlds. They couldn't have all been like that.
They weren't. Most colonists went through a period of mild illness before adapting to the new environment. When the Geth took the homeworld in our colonies, the sterile environment on the flotilla ruined our immune system's adaptability. Even if we colonized a new world or reclaimed our own, we'd need a long process of bioengineering to recover.
Now that's just wrong, I think. I'm no biologist, but the way I see it is that if you're on a sterile environment in the flotilla, then immune system strength would no longer be evolutionarily selected for, which would mean that whether you had a strong or weak immune system, it would have no impact on whether you're bred. And as a result, a greater proportion of the population would have weak immune systems, but there'd still be Quarians who have strong immune systems at the same time. So, yeah, it would weaken overall the average immune system strength, but it wouldn't magically kill it off just because it's not getting exercise. All it means is it's no longer a factor in determining who successfully breeds. But anyway.
I don't know if I could live inside a suit my whole life.
We are in our suits even among family. The most intimate thing we can do with another Quarian is link our suit environments. We get sick at first and then we adapt. It's our most important gesture of trust, of acceptance. I haven't trusted anyone enough for that, though, except, well, no Quarians. You know what I mean.
Wait, I can't tell under the helmet. Are you blushing?
What? No, it's the fever. Last time I tried to pay a compliment to my Boschtet captain, I took the ship name and everything. I'm going to tinker a bit more. Thanks for coming by.
Kenneth, what has the new shielding done to your power grid balance?
Not much. With built-in capacitor subsystems, they have a surprisingly low draw.
Doesn't that mean the shielding boost wouldn't last long under fire?
True. They're built for hard, fast strikes, not firefights of attrition. Thanks for coming to get us, Commander.
I felt myself slipping away. You arrived just in time. Thank you.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Okay, Jack. What do you have to say? How's the day going for you?
Hey.
What's happening?
You got a lot of questions, don't you?
If I want to talk to you, I will.
Been thinking. We've seen a lot of shit together now, and you're always coming to talk to me. It's just, I'm not really a girls' club kind of person. I like you, alright? That's a good place to stop.
We're actually not interested in her, for obvious brain-related reasons. We like to have a bit of stability in our relationships. So, misinterpretation there. Shame you can't correct it. But anyway, Grunt. Sure there'll be no misinterpretations here.
We fought a great battle, Shepard. And when you blew up the base instead of handing it to Cerberus... Ha! Something to think about. If you killed the most dangerous thing in the galaxy, that leaves us.
That's all for now.
Shepard.
Okay. So the talking over for now. Pretty much all the talking in the game over. So time to go back up to the CIC. Gaze over the galaxy map as we contemplate our next adventure. Sadly, the collectors are no longer a threat. Well, sadly, depending on how you look at it. But next time, we will be handling DLC adventures that don't quite fit into the main story, but should be played through anyway because we'll be denying ourselves content for the next game. So I hope you enjoyed watching my performance in the collector base, including the epic ninja Terminator we faced there, dodging out the way of arcane shot. But yeah, it was fun, apart from the that last death. Very annoying that, but Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.